Yo, what is up everybody, it's Joe the Great here and welcome back to another reaction video here today. And today we have a new kind of video on the channel, so please let me know if you enjoy it and I will do more of these in the foreseeable future. This is by Death Battle. I'm sure most of you guys know of this channel. They are famous for their death battles, clearly. And as you can tell the title, this is Batman vs. Spider-Man, DC versus Marvel. Now folks, the problem with comic books is that comic book characters are composite characters. They have many versions. Some of the most classic characters probably have hundreds of versions, such as Batman and Spider-Man. Now, I know versions of Batman that could destroy the DC multiverse. There's literally versions of Batman that can do that, and there's versions that have done so. Now, I know versions of Spider-Man with cosmic powers and beyond that would destroy mainstream Batman in a one-to-one fight with no prep time. So, obviously, Death Battle has to choose versions of these characters that are interesting enough to make this fight entertaining. I'm assuming closer to the mainstream versions that we have come to know and love, right? Now, to give my assessment on that, Batman with prep time, even in the mainstream media, right, with where the casuals usually are, he's defeated the likes of Superman. He has contingency plans that have worked on the likes of the Justice League, and with prep time, he seems to be damn near unbeatable. Damn near unbeatable. Now on the other side we have Spider-Man with an IQ of 250 with superhuman strength that is known to hold back when combating even dangerous foes such as Scorpion, Dr. Octopus, etc. He's always holding back. Why? Because he has insane strength, he has precognition with his spider sense, and he is a very, very powerful individual, to be quite honest. I think he's very overlooked, actually. This is going to be an intriguing matchup. My conclusion would be Batman without prep time would lose. Batman with prep time would probably beat Spider-Man. He'd have a special suit that would overwhelm Spider-Man, right? He has fucking suits that could overwhelm damn near universal level threats such as Darkseid. So with prep time, it's safe to assume he would beat Spider-Man. However, of course, it is contentious. So let's see what this video entails of. But before we begin, any love is greatly appreciated. Hit that like button, turn on bell notifications to stay updated with yours truly. And if you're new and you enjoy, man, and you mess with a kid, make sure to hit that sub button because once you do, become part of the family forever. But let's not waste any more time, screen. Let's see what this video entails of.
They're the guardians of the night, the superhuman saviors of the lone and helpless.
Bruce Wayne, the Batman.
And Peter Parker, the Spider-Man.
It's no secret that given time for prep, both Batman and Spider-Man can defeat pretty much any opponent.
Which is why we're pitting them against each other with only their standard equipment, gladiator style.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Let's see.
The Dark Knight is a master of the shadows. Using intimidation as a weapon, he patrols the streets of Gotham City.
You know you're doing something right when people are terrified at just your shadow.
After his parents were murdered by a common thug, Bruce Wayne dedicated his life to fighting the criminal underworld. He achieved 12 master degrees,
41.
studied 127 martial arts,
Batman.
and perfected escape artistry. Given enough time, he can escape any conceivable trap.
Batman has pushed himself to the limits of the human body. He can bench press 1,000 pounds and has great aim and reflexes.
The Batsuit was designed to be the ultimate flexible combat armor.
While the pointy ears are a bit much for me, the armor can stop knives and gunfire.
His memory cloth cape can be used as a glider, and the entire suit is lined with a 200,000 volt electrode network.
I guess when you're a billionaire, you can afford to turn yourself into a frickin' human taser.
The gadgets from Wayne's never-ending funds don't stop there. His utility belt carries dozens of different tools that can get him out of practically any situation.
That belt has pretty much everything. Grappling hook, explosives, beer. Maybe not that last one, but mine would.
Notable gadgets include a gas mask, tear gas, smoke pellets, a kryptonite ring, remote detonated plastic explosives, and his trademark grapple gun. He also carries a large supply of collapsible shurikens.
The batarangs! And if throwing a razor-sharp object at people isn't enough, He's got several types, like electric shock, knockout dart, and grenade.
Despite having the build of an Olympic athlete, the Cape Crusader's greatest feats are attributed to his detective skills. He can anticipate attacks through muscle movement and memorize the smallest details, even the shape of a cheek he's punched. And while Batman is only human, his achievements stand among gods.
He's a founding member of the team of superheroes known as the Justice League, and he's even fought Superman.
But while Wayne has no exploitable weaknesses, he is not perfect. His mental stability has often been called into question.
Well, let's see. His parents were killed in front of him as a child. He uses his money to beat the shit out of people dressed as a giant bat, and keeps employing 12-year-old sidekicks. Yeah, he's clearly not all there.
I don't know about that.
He is a survivor. He endured being broken in half, fighting the other members of the Justice League, complete disintegration, and being stranded in the past as a living time bomb of galactic destruction.
Wait, what?
Yet he somehow pulled through every time.
Why? 'Cause he's the goddamn Batman.
Where are you?
The friendly neighborhood Spider-Man protects the streets of New York City.
Once Peter Parker was a wimpy nerd with no friends. Then he got bit by a radioactive spider that gave him weird bug powers. And now he's a radioactive superhero with no friends. Though after some practice and superheroing, he finally got himself laid. A lot, actually.
A clever photographer and science major, Spider-Man is not only incredibly powerful, but also a genius in strategy and science. Using these skills, he created 2 wrist-mounted web shooters, which let him swing around the city.
You know, if he was so smart, wouldn't he make the web shoot out of his butt like a real spider?
No. First, it's not their butt. It comes out of their...
Spider-Man, grab some webs like a spider can.
Each web shooter cartridge can hold a large amount of pressurized web fluid.
And so can his girlfriends. I'll be here all week.
And features a rotating carousel to replace the empty ones.
His spider powers give him superhuman strength, speed, agility, and durability. He can run up to 200 miles per hour, lift over 10 tons, and take a friggin' grenade to the face.
He can even knock a dinosaur out cold with a single punch.
Suck it, Denver!
Also, by altering his body's electron attraction, Spider-Man can crawl along any surface. But his most advantageous power is the spider sense.
It acts kinda like a warning signal, like caller ID when your ex-wife's calling for alimony.
Actually, the spider sense is much more than a simple alarm. It gives Peter omnipresent detection of his surroundings. This is how he swings through New York without looking where he shoots his webs. And unlike his human senses, it is not affected by gases and toxins unless specifically tailored to the spider sense itself. However, it's up to Spider-Man to recognize and react to its warnings, so it can be tricked if he doesn't think he's in danger.
Still, paired with his speed, Spider-Man is almost untouchable. He can even dodge automatic fire.
His unique martial art, the Way of the Spider, utilizes the spider sense to its fullest.
There's more girlfriends
Spider-Man
than
can
any
go
other
toe-to-toe
superhero.
with the most advanced masters
Nice,
of combat,
Chad.
even while blindfolded.
No wonder other superheroes don't like this guy. I mean, the friggin' spider sense does everything for him.
Speaking of which, somehow Spider-Man once tried to join the Justice League, but was rejected by Batman.
Ouch. I bet he wishes he could fight old bats in a battle to the death. Oh, wait!
For all his amazing powers, Spider-Man is not invincible. His bright and colorful costume makes stealth difficult, his durability has limits, and the oddly specific ethyl chloride pesticide is his kryptonite. Also, any enemy with speed comparable to his can outmatch his spider sense.
Still, if those are his only limitations, how come sometimes he gets shot by a stray bullet?
Lazy writing.
Wait! Who are you?
You know who I am.
I do?
Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Let's get to the battle.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time for a
Commercial break.
commercial break!
Audible.com is
come
the
on.
leading provider of downloadable digital
Skip that.
audiobooks ranging from every genre.
You got a black belt and stupid if you think you're gonna beat me.
Fight.
First of all, Superman.
It's just not your day, pal.
Alright, here we go.
You got a black belt and stupid if you think you're gonna beat me.
Fight.
Obviously, this game doesn't display the actual difference in strength here.
Not your day, pal.
Whatever this is, a video game or something. Spider-Man would throw more than hard enough to get through that window. Spider-Man's reaction times are far superior to Batman's, clearly.
Having fun yet? It's all or nothing.
At least I got the winner
Sorry
right.
about that. Web swing.
Damn, that was brutal! Show it again!
Despite Batman possessing more skill and knowledge, Spider-Man's abilities ultimately overpowered his arsenal.
To be fair, Bat's
Let's
never
read
been
this real
able to
quick.
deal with Spider-
So, this is the conditions for why Spider-Man won. Stronger and faster. Correct. Spider sense counters stealth. Correct. Without prep time, he's countering Batman's stealth. Batman's gases and drugs do not affect the spider sense. Arguable, but makes sense. Way the Spider-Man matches any of Batman's martial arts, they exceed because he's faster and stronger, like they said previously. Main villain Greg Allman shares some similarities with Batman, I guess. And then the last one, as the words are in the way, easily discovered exploitable weakness. The fact that he's weaker and inferior, yeah, that's the weakness. Let's continue. No easily discovered
Spidey's
exploitable
strength
weaknesses.
and
Okay.
speed, but that damn spider sense changes everything.
Right, the spider sense counters surprise and stealth, Batman's most valuable weapons.
But how could Batman lose to a wimpy spider nerd when he defeated the entire Justice League on his own?
Many of Batman's greatest achievements have required weeks or months of preparation and planning, which can hardly be compared to the one-on-one confrontation of a death battle.
Yeah, so this is Batman's traits: smarter and more strategic. That's actually debatable because Spider-Man's IQ is 250. I think in certain fields of discipline, he probably is smarter, more knowledgeable. Armor held up for the most part. That's fair enough because we've seen his armor held up against some pretty powerful foes with immense strength. Solomon Grundy, Mongol, Bane, etc. That are probably relative in strength to Spider-Man. That's arguable as well. We have to see the exact specifications of their strength. Can escape any trap, but some need more time than others. Yes, he is human. He needs time. 200,000 volts is a minimum requirement for standard tasers. Okay. Slow analytical approach trumped by Spider-Man's speed and boldness. Yeah, he's just too fast and too strong. He's superior, right? Physically superior. Vastly, actually. It's not even close. Let's continue.
Keep in mind, if we had given Batman prep time, the same would be done for Spider-Man.
And all of Wayne's money and the Commissioner's men couldn't put Batman together again.
The winner is Spider-Man.
They got the winner right. They got the winner right. All right.
Thanks for watching Death
That's the
Battle,
end of
but
it.
I'd love you even more if you watch some more, so go.
All right, so that's the end of the video. Obviously, the animation is not close to how it would most likely go. Spider-Man's is way stronger and faster. Batman would have tough times reacting, if he even could react, especially with no prep time, especially if Spider-Man's not holding back. If we're being genuine, Spider-Man in character would probably be a little chivalrous, test Batman's abilities, and realize that Batman's a dangerous foe, but only human, right? So he probably wouldn't destroy Batman to that extent and blow his body in half like he did at the end of this, but he would defeat him. He would defeat him. So this was entertaining, right? And the fight was entertaining. It didn't really conform with how it most likely go, but it was still the correct conclusion. Spider-Man would be victorious, more than likely, in the event that Batman and Spider-Man were to fight for the first time without knowing anything of each other. Spider-Man's intelligence, his superior reaction times, his superior strength, his superior speed, would be the difference. Batman would get overwhelmed and probably get knocked out in a real fight. Spider-Man would probably just knock him out, tie him up, talk to him, something like that. He wouldn't blow his ass in half, but the point is, he would win against Batman. So, this was entertaining. Let me know your thoughts on it. Who do you think would win in the event that they fought with no prep time? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm always interested to hear. Who do you think would win with prep time? Also, let me know in the comment section below. I'm always interested to hear you guys' thoughts. And again, if you enjoyed me reacting to Death Battles video, let me know and I'll do more of them for sure. These are actually very entertaining. And it's interesting to see them break down each character and their weaknesses and strengths and see them pit them up against each other. It's very entertaining. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up. And I'll catch you in the next video. It's Jay the Great signing out. Peace.